Hello everybody, welcome to Speaking of Autism. I am your host River Delcom. I'm so sorry for the second episode coming out of this late, like I promised that on the first episode that it was going to come. So I thank you all for your all's patience. And so we are ready to be talking about love on a spectrum. Now what does that mean? It means that people with autism or medical undisclosed problems are having a hard time finding love, and so they're figuring out, especially like me, how to find love at their first sight, or so on in the future. However, do you know that 5% of people with autism can find love and then be married once? However, 9% have a hard time trying to find love. If you simplify this, could be like a fifth or a fifth of people who are who find love and they're married, but still another fifth have a hard time. So, my question is this: why do you think it's so hard to find love when you feel like that you're when you're autistic? Well, if you, like I said in the first video, if you know what autism means, it's a learning disability where, especially like me, we're having a hard time trying to figure out what comes out of our minds. We say the same things over and over. We like to talk about some of the things we like, or we try to have a conversation. But when the person right here, like me, or you, are trying to listen and trying to think, you either can get confused, or the conversation can be very complex. So, but in any case, Valentine's Day is about finding love. You see, all these people that, whenever you go out to a store or park or any of that stuff, and you see a lot of two people loving each other, and you say to yourself, why can't I find one person to be in love with me? The first thing you need to do is that you need to make a list to say what you are going to say, because people do not like to talk about the same things that you like. Well, some of them do, but when you guys talk about it and they don't know about it, it bothers them. They feel like that, okay, I don't know this stuff, so you don't need to continue saying all that stuff or telling me this. And so what you have to do is that you first make a list. Be prepared for yourself. Today's world, we have dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Farmers Only, all that stuff. So there's a lot of dating apps everywhere. You can go get a dating app first. You can start swiping. However, it can be a pain. Sorry, because it's hard to figure out, okay, who do you think fits me? Other times, they'll see an expert, like a love expert, I should say, and so they'll have a conversation with the expert and say, okay, is there anything that you like? And you'll say, example, I like football. Football's a really great sport. And then so you would look up to see who loves football. And then you keep on seeing until you find a specific person. And there are more than one things that they like. And I'm talking about either women or men, because this video is supposed to be helping out for both of them. But what I'm saying is that, like I said, with all these dating apps, swipe a lot, and so you have to figure out, okay, what am I looking for? And if it feels right, you can message or FaceTime. Set up a plan. Figure out what you're going to say. Do not say the same things. And if they don't like something, don't talk about it too much, because it can either annoy them and they feel disinterested in you. Another advice, don't bring up past breakups, because that makes them and yourself feel like an imbecile, saying, okay, am I gonna mess up this relationship? And the other things you need to look out for is this: don't be afraid, because if that happens, all you're gonna do is get nervous and you don't know what to say. Because it's like public speaking. Public speaking is the number one fear out of everybody, because you're talking to a huge audience, but in this scenario, you're only talking about to one person. So what you have to do is that take a deep breath, relax, make sure your body language is perfect, like going like this, and smile. And be ready what you have to say. Love is not an easy thing to handle. Some people want to be in relationships. Others want to stay single because they don't want to deal with anybody's problems. Either way, they're gonna have to face all of that, including me. And like now, my brother has a girlfriend, and they're having fun, but they sometimes have problems. But it's still a work in progress, to say the least. The other thing you have to do whenever you want to find love is to make sure that you gotta see what they like, what they don't like. Take her out to a walk, or him a walk. Go watch a movie. Do a lot of fun stuff. Don't ever bring up politics or past relationships or any of that stuff, because that will damage the relationship really quickly. And I still to this day try to find the one person, and it will happen. And I know it will happen to you someday. Sometimes you're just not ready to have this kind of deal. And Valentine's Day is like a holiday for love. You can bring out candy, stuffed animals, cards, all that stuff. When we think of Valentine's Day, that's all we think about is love of our loved ones, our parents, wives, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, all that stuff. And yes, it is true on that, but it's also being in love with your family, to say the least, because your family has been there for you from the beginning. And so always remember all the things that I've said in this video. Love is not an easy task. It's hard. It's going to be difficult. We're all going to have arguments. Arguments are not going anywhere. We're human beings. We always make mistakes and we fix them. There are times where we don't and we regret them. And love on the spectrum is no easy task. And I've said that multiple times, but being on the spectrum and finding a relationship, it's going to be a difficult task. But either way, it's going to be all right. Not everybody in this world is going to be perfect. If we were the same, we'd all be boring. This is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much, and for your patience for the second episode of Speaking of Autism. Make sure you guys do comment, like, subscribe, and if you are new on here, go ahead and ring the bell for notifications and share it with your friends. Next Monday will be Valentine's Day. I hope you guys take all these lessons seriously. If you already have boyfriends or girlfriends and all that, congratulations. I'm happy for y'all. And enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you guys so much. I'm River Dalcom. I speak autism, and I will see you soon too. Bye-bye.